All right. Hi, everyone. Sailor Moon here. Doing a live stream. I know I have done a lot of these live streams, and some of my live streams go back to about to the end of 2005 between while when they were Google Hangout. I know right now I don't have anyone watching, and the first one that comes on is most likely going to leave, but it is what it is. I didn't really set any time or date when I was going to, when I was going to do this. I just felt like, oh, I'm going to do a live stream. So I didn't know I was going to do a live stream. So that's why I didn't set, the month, date, or time that I was going to do it. And yes, we do seem to have some new tools or settings on live stream. I guess they're new. I don't know what those new tools or settings are going to do. So anyway, yes, this is me and my Irwin toy 2001 YL Irwin toy doll. And a lot of folks will say, well, why did you say 100? Well, since the word 1,000 is a French borrowed word, the English word is 100. And we're still in the hundreds. We didn't get past the hundreds yet, you know? So anyway, sorry for clearing my throat there. That happens. And it's probably going to happen sundriest times in this film until we're done. So we got some new settings here. We got this one setting here. I click on it called share screen. Now I guess share screen is like, if you have other folks watching, which I do have one, some only got one watcher, and then you could like share the screen with them so they could see what you were seeing, I guess. Now, I don't know if that is what it means, but I won't do that until I get someone who's watching full time. So we have full screen right now. And I guess when it says share screen or share watch means that you can then share I don't know, like everyone who's watching your live stream, then it's like they could like see this to see the same thing you're seeing. But so if they're watching your live stream, they're gonna see what you're seeing anyway. Right now, I don't got anyone watching, so for me to do the share screen or share watch setting or tool, I don't know how that works. Well, I just got someone that came on and gave me a thumb up. So I don't know. Do you have the share watch screen or share watch setting or tool on your live stream? I guess you do. I don't know what it does. So if I click on it, are you going to see what I'm going to see? Let's see. No, I don't know. Let's see what happens. It says window. You got your Ed's tube, window, enter screen. I don't know I don't really know what I'm supposed to do here. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I do not know. I know I click on a window thing and now it shows me like I can see my own film. And then it goes, which do you hit to that? And then you hit share, but nothing happens. Well, I even hit the tool. Nothing happens. It doesn't work. Oh, so I got to click on it and then it will do that. But I'm just going to hit end because I don't really have anyone watching it right now and I don't know what that tool does. I guess it's like sharing. I guess it's like you share the screen with other folks or to watch. So they get to see, well, if they're watching your live stream, then most likely they're going to be seeing what you're what you're filming or streaming. Hey, welcome to my live stream. Well, I got this new setting called watch share screen or watch share watch. So I go into it, and it says here's window. Then it says go enter the screen. And then if I hit like share, what happens? Oh shit! I don't like this. I do not like this. Stop sharing. That didn't work well. Really, all it did was just show me a whole. Yeah, I know you're on there. Yeah, all it really did was just show me a sundry as little watching of my film. So I don't really know what that tool does. I just got it on a live stream today, so I don't know what it does. Hello there. Oh no. So there's this new tool, and I don't really say the whole live stream is going to be about this new tool or setting. So I seek it out, and really all it does was just share the screen button. It's weird way where it shares the watch. If you wanted to see it a way that a fly would see something, and that's what it would do. You know, welcome to my live stream. I don't know how it works. To be honest with you, I don't really know how it works. I don't. It's like, you know, it's like the I don't want to spend the whole live stream talking about that tool, but sadly it just doesn't work well. I mean, you saw what it did when I was seeking how it worked. It said, "Do you have?" I said, "How do I ask a girl out if I have a squeeze on her at learn?" Well, I'm not really the one who can answer that asking thing for you, but I'll give you my little guess here. So I spent most of my life, getting bullied or at least picked on by someone by the name of Darian or Tuxedo Max or, or King, or Elderling and Demi and Alan Darian. Then, learning that he was my boyfriend, husband to be in my past life, fell in love with him after he got badly wounded in a fight against Zoisite. Well, hopefully that never happens to you, but I would say be yourself, go up to her, you know, tell her that you want to hang out with her and see what happens. You know, if she says yes, she wants to hang out with you, great. But don't really be that worried if she says yes or no. But hopefully, yeah, just be yourself, go up to her, say you want to hang out with me or something, and then see what she says. I mean, you got to start flow, right? Don't go throwing everything out at her at once. Don't be taught, yeah, go flow with it and see what happens. I think that's the only word I could give you for that. Thank you. Oh boy, that's quite a love saga and ends up for you two. Yeah, what I was saying is that hopefully everybody else's kinship never ever starts that way, you know. Now, we're also going to get into another thing here, and I bring this up all the time, but I guess because it has to do with my followership here is the sailor. Yeah, yeah, it has to do with the so on this fairway, everything that we do is taken from the deep world or the cloverway world, not from the Toei world, not from the Viz world. So, and a lot of folks make that mistake. There's a lot of folks out there who hate the Deep Sailor Moon. They hate the Cloverway Sailor Moon. They don't really know what they think of the Renaissance Atlantic Sailor Moon, or would that be New Birth Great Sea Sailor Moon? They don't know what they think of it. So, and they'll like say, so then what they'll do is some of them will call me by the wrong name. In the deep world, my name is Serena Kemble, or my full name, Serena Victoria Kemble, since in the deep world. In the Cloverway world, my name is Serena Sakino or Serena Usagi Sakino. That's my middle name. You see, a lot of folks, get irked over this. They have a big bind over what's the right name to call me. They have big fights over it. Some folks say, oh, don't call her Serena, call her Usagi. Oh no, call her Victoria. Oh no, call her Bunny. Well, you want to know what? It has to do with whatever world you're in. But I'm going to tell you right now, the Deke and the Clivaway world are telling my saga of me, Serena, becoming Sailor Moon and all that stuff. The Toei world and the Viz world is telling the saga of how Usagi became Sailor Moon. Me and Usagi are not the same. Oh, we might look the same, we might talk the same, but we're not the same when it comes to things, all right? And a lot of Sailor Moon followers out there, they get really, some of them get irked, some of them get angry, some of them will say, oh, well, don't slight my wisdom. I know that was your name. Well, I'm not slighting wisdom. In the deep world, in the Cloverway world, which my fairway is follows, that's everything that goes on in it. I'm sorry to let everyone know that it's a deep and Cloverway world that everything is offshooted from. All right, we get someone else say, well, I fully getting into Sailor Moon folklore. And thank you for clearing things up, Sailor Moon. It is a living where it was Luna or whatever later has shifted it to Serena as well. Well, guess what? There are sundriest English takes. So, all right, if you think that my name is misleading, Renaissance Atlantic Entertainment or New Birth Great Sea Glee, who hired tune makers or drawing show makers to do their take on Sailor Moon, my name would be Victoria. Still not done yet. It seemed that Sailor Moon would be half live work and half live drawing, and it would be worth too much for a business to do a show that was half live work and half live drawing. So instead, the cheaper way was to get a deal with Deke, which at the time was owned by the Walt Disney business, and they end up shifting a lot of our names from the names that the Renaissance Atlantic Entertainment or the New Birth Great Sea Glee folks shifted. So then I became Serena. It don't get done either because since if you go into the funny books that first came out, my name in the books were called Bunny. And even worse than it gets even more harder than that. If you go to the Germis tape, because the Germis tape called me Bunny. So you've got all these folks making up their mind which one's the right name to call me, and Sailor Moon followers out there who can't make up their mind which Sailor Moon to like. First off, if you like the Viz Sailor Moon, great for you. More mic to you. Wonderful. If you like Deke or Cloverway, wonderful to you. That's all great. But here's the thing that I want to tell everyone. You see, so many folks come on this fairway. A lot of folks are most likely, some folks are younger, and even though some folks are older too, no forgiveness for that. And some of them either grew up with the Deke and Cloverway Sailor Moon, but they now hated it because of all the skimming and all the cleaning and all the things that Deke did to it, and later on Cloverway did to it. So they either watched the Toei one, all the shit was written down, and then when Viz got the rights to work with everything, they loved that one. So you'll have one side will come on and start throwing out those names out there. And one time, this is on Twitter or Gale once, someone said, don't call them by those wrong names. Say the right names. And someone told me one time when I said my name was Usagi, my name was Serena, someone goes, don't slight my wisdom. I'm not flighting your wisdom. It's not my mistake that some of these folks don't want to, if someone said that, it wasn't flighting their wisdom, it's the truth. In the Deke world, in the Cloverway world, my name was Serena. It was never Usagi. All right? So it's be fall about that one. It says, do you like the Sonic too? Well, Sonic is one of my Deke brothers. Deke at least made free followings of Sonic had free followings of his show were done by Deke before 4Kids got the rights to work with all the other ones, and who knows who does the other ones. So yeah, Sonic was one of my Deke brothers. And Mario was one of my Deke brothers too. So yeah. Now there were some folks out there that will, and this is mostly coming from me, need to be a fodder belief out there. So some folks hate the Deke Sailor Moon, 9 between 95 YL to 9 between 98 YL, Cloverway Sailor Moon 20 YL. Why? Is that one of their forgivenesses is, oh, I don't like how they shifted the names. I don't like how they shifted the strikes or the stead names. I don't like how they cut some of the fighting out and some of the wrestling out. Oh, I don't like how I don't like the the Norvinlander Setterlanders or the Norvinlander 4-1 Rikers speaking Setterlander English or 4-1 writes English. I don't like how they spoke for themselves. All kinds of things that they bitched about, you know, or, and then what they'll do is another forgiveness is that, oh, it never was what Naiko Takeguchi attended. First off, let's be earnest about that. When Toei Business gave when the Deke Glee won the rights to work with the two followings of Sailor Moon from the Toei Business, that gave them some freedom to do whatever they needed to do between 95 YL till 9 between 98 YL. And Naiko Takeguchi didn't have any run or lead over what Deke was doing or what Disney was doing with it. And really didn't have any run or lead over what Cloverway was doing with it. So some folks have this belief that, oh, well, and some folks are like, oh, that's my forgiveness for not liking it because it wasn't the way that the show was done. Let's be earnest about that. The way that Toei did the show, the way that Viz and Cloverway offshooted the show was unlike how it was written in the books. If you want to see you want to know the 24 between YL take on my show, that was more near to the books, though. No, I cannot speak Danish. Sorry. I can only speak English. I can't speak any other speech. Which probably makes me dumb, I guess. And I know there's going to be someone out there that goes, oh, well, I don't know. No, I cannot speak Danish or any other speech. All I speak is English. I can't learn any other speeches. It doesn't work. And I know someone out there is going to shame me and guilt me and say, how dare you only speak English and you don't speak any other speech? I just cannot, you know. If, it doesn't work. There are some folks that can learn through a disc, through a film, through a website, through going to classes, and there's some folks that will pick it up like that. Then there's those that have to work a little slower, they pick it up. And then there's going to be folks like me where it doesn't work. The classes don't work, the websites don't work, the films don't work, the discs don't work. Learning it from a firstborn speaker don't work. So yeah, it goes, no need what you speak, I will still like you. Astronomer here, hello. Astronomer here, great show. I would like to know, Astronomer, if you ever watched any of the films that we made with you in them. You know, that you've been fighting us starting since, well, earlier this year. It's called Astronomer, the Elderling of Darkness. And we want to share that film with you, but sadly, you don't watch the film with yourselves in it, do you? No, I guess not. What you say here? It says, it said, yes, I have. Well, you should at least written something about it, you know, and your grounds for getting the Kaiserum Silverhurst, it's not going to happen. Everyone you sent after us so far, we beat them. So I don't see you doing what everyone else could not do. You're not getting the Kaiserum Silverhurst or the Half Moon Staff or anything like that. It goes, oh, I watch the film. Sometimes I don't write on them. I'll see and I will get you next time. Yeah, because you sent your brain. You know what? I believe you got brainwashed or had a spell put on you, and that's the only way you became evil again. Yeah, that's the only way you and Ecliptor became evil again. And you may have put a spell brainwashed on your foster brother, Godzilla, Godzilla, you know. Yes, and I made the shout out film for you one time too, and you kept on calling me Ditto or Dato or whatever, you know. It goes, yeah, I'll see you next time. I will get you next time. Yeah. Ah, shit. Oh. You can see I'm got my stand on my holding my stand, and then I'm holding myself up by here. So I'm gonna drink some water and I'll be right back to my stand. Oh. Why don't here's the thing that I think I need to ask. I'll just take the stand. Well, here's the oh shit, I'm be wiggling over the stead now. Well, if Astronomer is still on or not, is she ever going to make any films herself? Like, it'd be cool to see how you would make your own films, your take on what we did, if you're still watching Astronomer or Corone, you know? Oh, sorry for that burp. And I'm not skimming that out, so forget that. Get in there. Oh, thank God I got my feet back in there. Anyway, I wonder if Astronomer Corone's ever going to make any films on her own fairway called Astronomer, the Queenling of Darkness. I don't know if you are or you're not, but I like to see how you would make them if you did. Well, I started out with having 4 followers. Now I'm down to only having one, and 3 thumbs up. Yeah, I know. Ah, shit. Oh. Man, holding this doll in my hand, you think it would not ache my hand, but sadly it is. Shit. Here we go. You would think that would not ache my arm, but somehow it does. It said, to be honest with you, don't really have any beloved songs, song bands or song teams. I don't really, have any ones that I would say are my beloved or not. I mean, yes, I'm open minded to all kinds of songs, but I don't have like, like a beloved, band or team or something. Well, you did see, Astronema coming on, or at least someone who had the fairway Astronema or Corone or whatever you want to call her. It said, yeah, I guess I listen to all kinds of songs. I guess. Well, let's see. All right. I don't know. Yeah, I go. No. Oh, fuck. Oh. All right. Here we go. Gotta get my head up. Nah. Yeah, there goes my head. And there we go. Yeah, I still like to eat fleets. I never gave up on eating fleets, folks. I still eat them. And then they're gonna scave me for this. I like to eat fleets. But then Luna's gonna say that I'm fat, gonna be fat. You know. I know some folks out there like to say, "Oh, Serena, you eat too much. You eat too much of the wrong things." Yeah, well, I do. So I do, huh? Shit, was it backwards the whole time? I don't really know if we have any Hallow evening goals or Hallow night goals or not. Not that I know of. If I do have any of them or not, I don't know. I mean, most likely on that day. Well, tomorrow we got to do Sailor Pluto or Sailor Underworld's birthday gathering film. Then on a lone day, we would have to be doing Tuxedo Max fight Godzilla or Godzilla. And on that day, it would be Sailor Mercury fighting Godzilla or Godzilla. So I don't really know if we have any Hallow evening or Hallow night goals going on. I do like to go out, and folks are going to scave me for this one. I like to go out and go as, yeah, I can shapeshift into Sailor Moon, and I go out stunting fleeting. They're going to say, "Oh, well, you're too old for that, Serena." You're too old for that, Sailor Moon. You're a meatball head for doing that. Well, hey, if the fighter of love and right, Sailor Moon, can't go out one night out a year, Hell evening, Hell night, and do some stunt and fleeting, you know, you know, and I can mostly see what my daughter Reenie, Sailor Small Moon, Sailor Little Moon would say. Oh, I'm more grown up than you, Serena. I'm more grown up than you, Sailor Moon, because I don't go, because I know that stunt and fleeting is only for babies and walkers and kids and early betweeners or whatever. But hey, you get free fleets out of it, you know. So what's the big deal about that? So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So the box size. So I got this box once. So one time when I was at Aldi's, I got this box set. It had Kit Kats, it had Reese's and Hershey's. When I went to Giant Eagle or Ethelyn Bird, it was mostly the 12 set. It had less of it, but it still had a Kit Kats, the Reese's, and the Hershey's. So when all those are gone, I'm going to have to get some more, either from one of those two shops that I got it from. You know, it said, "Well, I have to go. Good show." All right, I'll let you go now. Thanks for coming on my live stream. Well, that mostly is going to leave, me alone now, with no one watching now. He or she will be leaving now, have to go do something else, you know. Sorry for clearing my throat there, but sadly that cannot be helped, you know. Yeah, drink some more water, but you really think that's going to help? Well, well, now I got two folks watching now, you know. All right, gotta sit there. Oh. Well, sorry for doing that. Well, sorry for clearing my throat, and it looks like that didn't really help much. And someone ran off. That's what it is. There's not really much I can do about it. You win some, you lose some when it comes to this. Hold on, I gotta go pee, and I'll be right back. Oh, I guess I got this shit. And someone's gonna say, why is the low water gonna be worthwhile? I've been shitting a lot. Not only me, others too. Sorry about that. Looks like I most likely had I lost everyone. Well, it is what it is. I had to leave and now I don't have anyone watching now. Well, I guess I'll get some more folks on my live stream before. Sorry about that. I had to leave, do something, and had to come back. So, anyway, it is what it is. Oh, well, a lot of folks want to know, because a lot of folks might wonder, I've been doing this for 10 years, and someone might bring up the thing and say, sorry for that coughing again. It can't be helped. So someone out there might say something like, "Oh well, you've been doing this for 10 years." Well, yeah, but this wasn't the first fairway ever made. I made other ones in the past. First, there was Sailor Moon Red, and that was my first one, and then that got hacked. I mean, I ran that one, started from the end of 2008 YL to in the early 2010 YL or 2010 YL, and then someone hacked it. Don't ask me how, I don't know. And then I started up with Sailor Moon Red 1, and that's when the fake flagging started. And that only ran from 2010 YL to 2011 YL. And then there was Sailor Moon's Best 1, fake fake. Once again, the flagging started. The fake flagging started for Sailor Moon's Red 1 and Sailor Moon's Best 1 and Sailor Moon's Best 2. And Sailor Moon on YouTube. And then Sailor Moon Red 1, 2, 3, 4. It all started. You know, until I finally made Sailor Moon Row 11, which I ended up naming Sailor Moon for Life, which was a greater name for this fairway than that. So, yeah, it wasn't the first one, but this one has lasted longer than all the other fairways that I made in the past. You know. Well, sorry for that coughing. Not really anything I can do about it. I know someone's out there going to say, "Oh well, Sailor Moon, Serena, don't you know there be haters and trolls out there who would then guilt you and shame you and scathe you and slight you for coughing?" Well, if they do, they do. I got no running lead over it. I can hush and lock them and forbid them to come to my fairway, but I got no running lead over what they say and do. You know. So sadly, I don't do that. Well, it looks like that I might have to bring this live stream or live streaming to an end because I really don't see anyone else coming on anymore. I mean, it started out with 4 watchers or seers or onlookers, got down to 1. Sorry for coughing. I don't know why it's doing that. Anyway, if you like this live stream, then follow me over here at, Sailor Moon for Life. Watch the other film we made this morning over here when I fought Godzilla or Godzilla. Sailor Moon Serena, and I hope you like this film. Thank you for watching a live stream. I'll see you tomorrow. Farewell. Goodbye.